the scream, the shot. 45 caliber bullets are real hot. A gunshot, it's in my mind through a lot. Burning through my flesh, faith is all that I got. I took it, then my vision started getting crooked. My hearing went away, then the matrix started cooking. I'm standing there looking in his eyes. He hoping that the king and the king don't rise. Surprise! It's me, Poetic X, about to set the world free. Came in this game in 2004. My pen makes sure I'll see 2,000 more. I'm sitting up high, graveyard is too low. Blood running down my pants, ambulance coming slow. I hear the sirens, visualize scenes. 24 years, what does all of it mean? This is my testimony.
Welcome to Tro, Season 4, Episode number 9. Here I am again. Once again, yours truly, executive and editor, producer, creator of Tro, Truth, Realness, and Options, where we keep it real here on Tro. Welcome to Season 4, Episode number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting closer and closer to the end of the Season 4 finale, with only 3 episodes left. Yes, 3 episodes left for this season. You guys just don't know what an awesome season finale that is that I have prepared for you. It's gonna go down for the season finale. Can't wait, looking forward to it. But before we continue on with the show, got a few community announcements and a few words of encouragement to provide for you today. Welcome to the show. Upcoming events. Something exciting is happening at Art Space. Come join us for a special yoga session under the snowflakes. We'll kick off at 12 noon, Saturday, December 2nd. That's Saturday, December 2nd at Art Space downtown in Shreveport, Louisiana. Angie Lord, one of our snow glow artists and yoga instructor, will be your guide. So all you need to do is bring yourself and a yoga mat. Snow glow yoga with Angie Lord. That's December 2nd at 12 p.m. this Saturday, downtown Shreveport, Louisiana. 12 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. Again, that is Snow Glow Yoga with Angie Lord at Art Space this Saturday at 12 p.m. downtown Shreveport, Louisiana at Art Space. And in case you want to know where is Art Space, if you go on Texas by the church, right there on the head of Texas, it's that building right across. You can't miss it. It's Art Space. They got the different decorations. It's called Snow Glow. You can't miss it. Right at Art Space. This upcoming Saturday, 12 o'clock noon. You don't want to miss it. Win a rifle, a poetic gift set, $10 to enter. $ Speak Poetry Fest. Again, that's $ Speak Poetry Fest. $10 to enter. There will be a rifle, and you're going to receive a poetic gift. Winner announced December 3rd, 2023, and send to that Cash App. Again, that's $ Speak Poetry Fest, subject rifle. And you can enter as many chances if you want. For that, the more you enter, the more chances of winning. Again, the gift is a poetic gift set. It's going to be awesome. I think you want to do this. It's pretty cool. You're going to get a wonderful poetic gift courtesy of yours, the one and only Poetic X. Again, that is $ Speak Poetry Fest, $10 rifle. Winner will receive it Sunday, December 3rd, 2023. Again, once again, $ Speak Poetry Fest, subject rifle. Winner will receive a poetic gift set. Davis Studio in Creative Space presents Soft Opening, December 3rd, 2023. This will be an exhibition with a lot of artists here in Shreveport. Pretty cool. It's going to be an opening where you can see the many talented artists here in Shreveport, including Poetic X. You get to meet them. The exhibition will be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at 1450 Hahn Avenue, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71107. Again, that is this Sunday, December 3rd, 2023, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., 1450 Hahn Avenue for the soft opening exhibition this Sunday in Shreveport, Louisiana. Again, that's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Alright. Again, those tuning in, welcome to Trove. This is episode 9, season 4. Toy and gift drive benefiting the 1,500 plus homeless students in Caddo schools. Please join Sportran in making this a holiday to remember for local homeless students. Bring a new unwrapped toy gift to any Sportran facility or vehicle by December 10th to participate. Do you have a large donation to be picked up? And yes, they will pick it up if you have large donations. You can call Leslie Peck at 318-470-7169. Again, that's Miss Leslie Peck at Sportran, 318-470-7169 for more information. Let's help stuff the bus for 2023. This is for a good cause, helping 1,500 plus homeless students in Caddo Parish. I, myself, and many others will be participating this year. We're going to help change some lives here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Let's stuff the bus 2023. And that is all I have for all upcoming community announcements as of now. There are more, but I'm going to get given to you more at a time. So throughout the month, I will be receiving some more. Oh, sorry, we got one more. This is coming up as well. Shreveport Community Church presents Songs of the Season. Songs of the Season will be presented December 15th through the 17th, December 13th through the 15th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. December 16th, there will be 2 showings, 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Then they're going to break. Then it will be 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And on December 17th, the last day, 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And there are 2 different sessions of tickets. You have the $25 session and you have the $30 session. Songs of the Season is a Christmas extravaganza. For more information, you can contact the Shreveport Community Church at 318-671-7100. Again, that's 318-671-7100. It's a wonderful Christmas musical if you've never been to it before. It's really good. I myself, I can tell you, me recently being in it a few years ago as part of the Save the Youth Choir, and I did at least maybe 3 years a few years ago. It's a wonderful Christmas musical. It tells a powerful story, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful musical. You don't want to miss it. If you've never seen it, I encourage everyone to go out and see it. It's going to be at the Shreveport Community Church. Again, those dates: December 13th to the 15th, December 16th, and December 17th. And for more information, you can contact 318-671-7100 for more information. Or you can go to the website listed right up below the string you see there. Go to their website for ticketing information. Again, that's Songs of the Season, Songs of the Season, a Christmas extravaganza. You don't want to miss it. World news. Alright, got some world news for y'all. Give me one moment. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer who was convicted of murdering George Floyd during a 2020 arrest, was stabbed at a federal prison in Arizona on Friday, according to the office of Keith Ellison, the Minnesota Attorney General. No details were immediately available on his condition, but none of the people with knowledge of the incident said that Mr. Chauvin, 47, survived the attack. Although people saying, well, he's still alive. Remember though, don't worry. That's why I said I use this term. He didn't get stabbed, he got shanked. That's the term and they use in prison. He got shanked. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real. He got shanked. Now, even though he's still alive, right now he's wishing he was dead. He sure is wishing that he was dead. And that's why in life it's called karma. Sure, things may not come today, Your karma may not come tomorrow, but in time, when you do wrong in life, it comes back to you. Always. Always. And right now, even though he survived the attack, he's still recovering, by the way. He's gonna remember. So, to me, that is the ultimate punishment. The ultimate punishment of being paranoid, wondering, are you going to survive the next day? Now, that's the true karma. He got shanked, y'all, and I'm pretty sure right now he could take everything back. So what happened, but it's called karma. Karma's real, y'all. That's why you gotta be careful how you treat people. You can't mistreat people any kind of way and expect, oh, everything's gonna be on good. Cause trust me, it may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, but karma's coming to get you. It will get you. So anyway, Mr. Chauvin, he is recovering, and he's going to remember that. So to me, being in prison is pretty much one of the ultimate forms of punishment, kind of like death row. Imagine sitting in death row for God knows how long, and all you do, you just wishing you're just ready to die. But you don't know when you're going to die. You don't know when you're going to be put on tomorrow, say tomorrow, they're going to put you lethal injection. You don't know your date, so you're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm sure sooner or later this is going to drive you crazy. All you want to do, you just want to die. So to me, that's some cruel punishment to the mind, because they just punishing you mentally. Now that's a big form of ultimate punishment to me. And that, I want no part of it. So, anyway, y'all be careful how you treat people, because karma's real. Karma's real. And as I said, we keep it real. We keep it real here on Tro. Be careful how you treat people, y'all. Careful how you treat people. Let's give you that's all what I have as far as world news. And I have couple more things I want to announce for you. Give you some words of encouragement. Stay encouraged, and always remember to be the best person you can be, and learn to advance and rise above haters and negative people. I'm going to say it again. Stay encouraged and always remember to be the best person you can be, and learn to advance and rise above haters and negative people. Remember these voices and what they do. You have God's voice, and you also have Satan's voice. God's voice steals you, leads you, reassures you, enlightens you, encourages you, comforts you, calms you, convicts you. Satan's voice rushes you, pushes you, frightens you, confuses you, discourages you, worries you, obsesses you, and condemns you. And yes, convict and condemn are two different meanings. Convict means to declare to be guilty of a criminal offense by the verdict or jury. To condemn means sentence someone to a particular punishment, especially death. So again, I just went through and just encouraged someone, those two voices that you hear when we say something told me I shouldn't do this, or I had a bad feeling. There's either one of those two voices. It's God's voice or Satan's voice. So remember that, y'all. Provide you with scripture. We always provide scripture here, and I get a lot of positive feedback. People appreciate what we do here on Tro. 1 Corinthians 15:8. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. That's 1 Corinthians 15:8. Stand firm, meaning having a solid, almost unyielding surface or structure. Don't let nothing stop you or block you from reaching your highest achievements and accomplishments. Sure, we're going to have some ruly haters and some bad apples along the way, but don't let it stop you. Move on. Rise above their hatred. Rise above the stupidity. Rise above the negativity, my brothers and sisters, my kings and queens. Rise above. And I'm not telling you nothing that I ain't been through myself. I've been through it all. You gotta rise above these haters. They're gonna hate you. They're gonna say horrible things about you. But in the end, you got the victory. God has the victory. We got this. Rise above the haters. Rise above them ignorant, stupid haters. Nothing can stop you. Don't let nothing stop you. Yes, Lord. Don't let nothing stop you. Rise above the haters. Well, that is all I have for now. Just wanted to give everyone some wonderful encouraging words of encouragement. But we're going to be right back.
Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Blacker than ever. Black music, black vibes, the bass inside, holding our soul train together. The jazz, the funk, the midnight love, the Harlem Renaissance, the junk in the trunk. Black is the bass, the fire heartbeats, the temptations, the soundtrack for the streets. Black musicians play on the Amazing Grace. Toss me a trumpet, auditions on Broadway. $2 and some change in a suitcase. Black artists is all I want you to play. And the poet played on, sitting on the dock of the bay. Love tones, tap dancing through the saxophone. New edition, Mr. Telephone Man, like back in the day. Black by popular demand. Diggable planets, vinyl records, bebopping, breakdance, sock hop, jukebox, music videos, the box, KRS-One, Cool Mo D, Big Daddy Kane, hip hop, the WAP, Southside, California I-8, Dr. Dre, back when black folk crowded the music shop. Cadillac Records, Motown Records, Malico, The Talent Show. Do you remember the time, summertime, showtime at the Apollo? 8 tracks, cassette tapes, R. Kelly, Splackavelli, H-Town, Ladies Edition, Red Light Special, Escape. Another Bad Creation, Kissing Aisha on the First Date. Word Up magazines, Afro Puffs, Heavy D, Black Coffee, No Sugar, No Cream, the entire Atlanta music scene. Chubby Checker, Fats Domino, Chuck Berry, The Supremes. How black music changed the world, you ask? For the good times, the hole in the wall, the peaches and herbs, Purple Rain, the Outcasts, refugees, radio stations, radio blasts, radio requests, turntables, DJ Screw, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Grandmaster Flash. For the rhythm and blues, love and happiness, these last $2, I'm not gonna lose. A change is gonna come. We've shed so many tears. Black music, the roots, family reunion, the proof. For the posters, the autographs, and the concerts too. Ain't no sunshine if love is blind, so this is for the cool in you. The greatest love of all. Sometimes you can't see for looking. The dramatics, the waterfall, Coltrane, Music Awards, CDs, Computer Love, Cupid Shuffle, Backyard, Boogie Down, Bo Diddley, Lead Belly, Ray Charles, James Brown. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Fashion, trend, style, ebony, essence, jet, love child. Come on over to my place, Secret Garden, cruising, amplifiers, equalizers, shell to Adidas, adjust your speakers, Black Planet, black is the pace.
Welcome back to Truth, Realness, and Options. I'm yours, executive producer and editor, Jeff Trotter. This is, once again, season 4, episode number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my boy, yours truly, the one and only Kendrick MJ Little. Welcome to Trump.
I'm happy to be here.
All right. Awesome. For those who don't know you, again, I mentioned earlier on the show, he is phenomenal, talented. He does wonderful tributes to the late, great MJ. And yes, the godfather of soul himself, James Brown. Tell him about that.
Well, I like to do James Brown, but James requires a whole lot of energy, especially in the leg muscles and the footwork. So I do pretty good. But MJ, I'm 100%. That's why I started out doing MJ, especially as a child. When I attended Barry Elementary School, we used to have a teacher that used to call me Michael Jackson. So that was my name in Barry Elementary School, Michael Jackson. And then I would go home and watch Thriller and put water on my head to make it look like a curl, but I just couldn't get it right. But I would have tried to mimic doing Thriller, but I wasn't all that good then. I was horrible then at that time.
That's all right, because over time, they say practice makes perfect.
That's true. That's true. And it took a minute. It took a minute for me to learn to control the muscle movement. And once you get that down, you're pretty much almost there. But also now, once you put the clothes on, it's like it takes a whole different effect to everything. Yeah. Same thing with James Brown. You can put on some church shoes and get out there and do James Brown, but once you get the Cuban heels, you really can do James Brown then.
Man. All I can say is you guys, if you haven't seen him in action, in case y'all forgot, you did see what he can do a little bit last season finale on the show, and they loved you. So that's why I decided to bring you here on a one-on-one interview for today. So again, just tell them what inspired you to do what you do?
Well, that's a good question because, like I stated a second ago, when I was a child, being at Barrett Elementary School, being told you look like Michael Jackson, especially when I was a child, and that was my name in Barrett Elementary School. So that kind of brought it there, but it wasn't until, let's see, I'm gonna give it from 1998 up until 2003 or four, somewhere around that time. I was trying to really get into the process of learning how to do the movement. And I had this Saints jacket. Now, I'm going to say I tore it up because I wanted to make it look like a beaded jacket. So I took the Saints letters off of there, I snatched it off of there, just to kind of have that MJ look. And at that time, we had the VHS tape. Didn't really use DVDs at the time, so I will put the VHS tape into it's one of those TVs that have the VCR already um, made into it.
Right.
So I would press play and pause, then I press fast forward. That way it gives me that slow motion. And that's how I learned how to do Beat It and Billie Jean. Those were the first two that I learned, Billie Jean. Thriller still was a little process for me, but over time, I kind of got it together. Um, but I remember when I got into the process of learning everything, whenever time I got out of school, I wanted to do my schoolwork. I'll just go dance. So the whole time I'll be at school thinking about what dance I'm gonna do when I get home, and that's what I pretty much did when I got home.
Speaking of Thriller, what people don't know, and especially you may have seen me do it, but I'm pretty good at doing, Victor Price's famous laugh at the ending.
Yeah, I saw you do that when you was doing the thing for Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a look at everything that you was doing too. I just want to add that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so talented in many ways. Speaking of which, a few years ago, I believe it was last year or so, you did a show right here in Shreveport, and I was proud of you. I'm like, wow, it was probably an accomplishment, and it must have felt great to perform in front of 100 or more people. I'm pretty sure way more than 100 people. But it's just the fact that they sit there and perform in front of a large crowd that is a good feeling.
Yes. It is. It is. But what it is as well, with any show that you do, there's a whole lot of people. No matter if you've been doing it, you've been performing for 30 years, you still have that part of your adrenaline starts kicking in, that rush, and you're so excited. But that was my first time actually doing a full event with James Brown at the beginning. So I would just do one James Brown number, and that was pretty much it. But this time we did several of James Brown numbers alongside backup dancers and all that. So that really brings that show together when you have that group to come along with you. But I will say this now, when I was up there dancing, I was like, I'm ready to get to MJ because that's my start. But I love to do James Brown because a lot of folks can't do the footwork, and it takes a lot to do that. And when you do that, you get to see the expressions on the audience face. I look at that the whole time when I'm performing.
Oh yeah.
But last year's show, that was awesome. It was amazing.
Wow. Especially to see your face on the billboard around the city. I'm pretty sure you felt like a Hollywood superstar celebrity, didn't you?
I did. And to be honest with you, this is kind of off topic, but it's kind of in the same topic. But I went into CC's, no, not CC, Little Caesar's Pizza one day, and the guy said, "Yeah, I was telling my boss about you." He said, "Don't you know you famous?" I'm like, "Really?" So to some folks, I'm famous around Shreveport. Um, I guess so.
Yes, it's like you said, just to have your face around it shows a change. There's not many people around have their face around a billboard. You know, and to me, that's quite the accomplishment. You know.
Yes, it is. It is. Kind of what it does is it really shows the professionalism as well. It gets you to that point where you're ready to pretty much go on tour, and let other people see you perform as well. So it kind of gives you that fire. Well, it does me.
You remind me so much of Michael Jackson himself, because when he performed, everything he did was to him was it had to be perfection. And even when he messed up, you just no, it's not good enough. It has to be just right. You to me you remind me so much of myself because just like you with you MJ, I too have my own impersonations, Undertaker, and by I mean people, none of us, him or me, think that we are trying to be like them because there could be only one. There could be only one. It's what we get our inspiration from. That's the difference. So tell them about what I mean by that. Getting that inspiration basically not trying to be that person, but about getting the inspiration itself.
Well, so just like any other performer, you always have to find something to start out with, whether it's dancing, singing, or anything of that nature. So you find that one individual, and you pretty much learn from him, and then you'll take it from there. So I like the way Michael Jackson moves. So what I do is I take each era from the Thriller, Bad, History, Dangerous, as well as some of the 70s. I'll take those movements. But there's certain parts of those movements that he did move that I like most. And so what I do is I educate myself on those movements. So when I do begin to perform, I can be dancing, but the whole time you might think he's doing a Michael Jackson move, but it's not. It's just because I don't study him so much that my movements are similar, but a lot of times they're not his moves. But some of them are. It's just not a lot of them.
They remind me quite like myself, like my whole Death Row character. And those who maybe first time viewing don't know what I'm talking about. That's my wrestling stage name, Death Row. The whole character itself is based off the Undertaker, and I just used his appearance, and I made it to something of myself. So those thinking that I look like him, sound like him, no, I became myself. I just used that to evolve my character, and now just giving myself to with new looks, and it's being all me. It's just based off him, but it's not him. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does. Like I said, you got to find something to pretty much just start you from a certain point, and then you just gradually um, change up everything. Because everybody pretty much learns something from someone. Because MJ, same thing with Michael. Michael Jackson learned from James Brown, Fred Astaire, I think also Bob Fosse. It's several people. Jackie Wilson, you know. So you just take what you learn. Also Sammy Davis Jr. So you take what you can learn and pretty much put in your arsenal, and then you take it from there. So it's not always you're trying to be another someone else. It's not always that. Because if that's the case, I don't want to say it.
I don't say it. Go ahead. That this is true feelings and options. We don't hold nothing back. You ain't gonna be censored. Say it. Okay. Say it.
So we technically all of us mimic each other somehow, you know, whether it's your whatever you're wearing, you know, once you go to a certain job, you got some people at a job, they're all dressed alike, but there's something unique with all the employees. Something is unique about all of them. So same thing, you know, you go to a barber shop, you get a haircut. Some people haircuts are the same. So we all mimic each other some form or another. So that's my take on that. I did have people in the past tell me stuff like that, but you know, I didn't let it too much bother me.
Same here. Same here. Especially when you know you have that that role model, someone you look up to. It's simple. It's like a part of you. You just can't help, and that part kind of, if it makes sense, it inspires you to not be exactly like them, but you just have that inside that some part of them kind of help make you be greater, if that makes sense.
Right, but also it's fun. You know, you're doing something that is fun and it puts smiles on other people's faces. Just like when I perform, I used to do a lot of performances for a lot of disabled people, and you get to see the expression on their faces. So you bring smiles to people's faces when you do things like that.
Absolutely, especially when about 2 years ago when I performed at the Corn Maze, we did the wrestling show there. Being in front of that many people for the first time, it was awesome. I mean, that's a few moments I'll never forget. Yes, I had fun. I had fun, and opportunity comes, I'll do it again.
But I want to tell you this. Back in 2012, this was I think it was called the Love and Laughter Tour, but it was in, let's see, where was it? It was in San Antonio, Texas at the Alamo Dome. The main headliner was Mary J. Blige. So yes, I opened up for Mary J. Blige in 2012. That was quite an experience. Um, they had several other celebrities there and comedians was there as well. But what I mean by experience, so that day, you know, you had to get your hair did and all that, and you have to be at the event at a certain time. So it was packed. So we had to get out the car and we had to run to the stadium. Once we get into the stadium, we still got to run because we got to get in position because it's going to be showtime. And Mary J. Blige is trying to find a good word to say, but you know, she's a big star. And, you know, when you got other people that's going to perform, the timing changed. So the performances started at 10 minutes. I believe it was 10 minutes. Then it dropped down to 7. It dropped down to 4. Then it dropped down to 3. Then it dropped down to 1 minute. Mary J. Blige won all her time. But I love the experience. So I got a chance to open up for her as well as the R&B singer Miguel, I think that's his name. He was there too. My brother met him. I didn't, but you know, but he met him. So
Wow. Speaking of dance movements, we want to just show them like a little sneak peek. By the way, people, we thought originally we were scheduled for him to do a little something for you, but due to his spot back, he can't do exactly what he's willing to show you just a little bit. But don't worry, he has agreed to come back to give you something special at the season 4 finale. It's gonna be special, y'all. He coming back, trust me. But speaking of dance movies, just show them just a little bit.
just a little bit, okay. But I do want to state one thing. Let's say probably 11 years ago, there was one MJ move that I could not master, and it bothered me so bad. And it had me to the point where I was like, I'm just gonna give up. I just can't do it. This is just confusing. So I maybe think it was a couple of days later, or maybe a week after that, I was asleep, and I had a dream about that dance move that I was doing. And so that dance move that I was doing was this. I'm going to show you how I first started out. It was just a little movement like that. But it bothered me that I couldn't do it because it's supposed to look like this. I didn't know it at the time, but it just really bothered me that I couldn't master the movement. But now that I have it mastered, I can do just about anything. So whether it's robotics, the main thing is to move smooth and have that control. Because once you have that control, you have the movement. So, but the other move, whether it's the tap dance that Michael does, which is just a movement here. So when you do that, it's like your hands control your feet. So I'm gonna do it slow. So when you do the tap, right hand and left hand. So when you turn your feet, this foot here is going to turn, which is going to come back, and then this one here is going to turn that way. So when you do that, you move your hands, so it's like your hands controlling your feet. Now I'm going to do it fast motion. Then once you get that, then you kind of master it and you kind of understand what it takes to do that particular move. Because a lot of it is illusion, basically. So once you get that down, then you pretty much be almost there. But I will say this too. Maybe one day we'll be able to get Jeffrey to do some moves. I just had to throw that in there.
All right. That was incredible. Again, what can't you do? For you to have a sprung back, what is? I was pleased, but like
I'm paying for it right now.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm paying
That was
for it
pretty
right
good.
now.
I would say he had a sprung back, you wouldn't believe it. How the way he just did that.
Yeah, you know, I could do a little bit. It's just the aftermath is what's gonna get me, you know. But I'll show you some of my favorite MJ moves. Not like I said, I wish I can go 100%, but some of my favorites, of course, is, you know, just so, but like I said, I enjoy what I do, and there's more to come because I'm working on some new things. And matter of fact, since I'll just go ahead and say it, I don't know if anybody's seen the movie called Breaking, which is a film that came out in the 80s. And a lot of people might be familiar with Turbo, or Boogaloo Shrimp. His name is Michael Chambers, but he taught MJ some moves, and he's going to be my instructor as well.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be a experience for me as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know that.
That was pretty incredible. I could have sworn Michael Jackson himself was in the building because the way you explained that is exactly how he would explain it. If he was into that was pretty good.
Now,
That's pretty good.
some of it is kind of hard to explain, you know. An example. So if I was to tell you to do a certain move, which would be like that, right? So I'd be like, do that dance move. So you'll do it, but you might not do it the right way. So it's just a lot of it is like muscle tension. So if you basically flexing your muscle, and once you do that, then you got it.
awesome. Again, Kendrick MJ Little, outstanding, phenomenal. About to get ready to close this thing down. But before we do close, do you have any closing moments, words of inspiration and encouragement to the people who's viewing right now?
Yes. So my words of encouragement is to not let other people get you down with words that they utilize, because they might be constricted to one thing, but you can broaden your horizons. So if they say, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, because that's maybe their limitations, but you have no limitations. So you always have that in your memory bank, and you will succeed. You'll be successful in what you're doing.
That was pretty good. I truly thank God for confirmation, because earlier I just said that same exact thing. Overcome negativity, overcome hateful people. If they talk, let them talk. Rise above them. But you're gonna have people that's gonna come to you and say, "Oh, you can't do this. You'll never be this. You'll yada yada yada." Let them talk. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, we will get the chance to see more of MJ Little in action right here on Trouble. He's gonna come back for the season 4 finale. It's gonna be in about maybe 5 weeks from now. We got 3 more episodes left this season. It's gonna be a wonderful, phenomenal, wonderful season finale. You don't want to miss it. Until next time, this is your boy, and Kendrick MJ Little. We're gonna see y'all next time. This has been Truth, Realness, and Option. Thank you for joining us.
I felt the wind blow, then I went on to sleep. Not eternally, just me and some sheep.